Hello. Today I'm going to tell you how I make God's eyes with a Diabolo. A Diabolo relates to many different disciplines. You can grind it, whip it, jump rope, swing it around like poi, or even play games that relate to cat's cradle. Now I was thinking, what's another art form that we could relate to the Diabolo? I know, how about God's eyes? You know, those little stars, two sticks, and you wrap the string around in different colors to make different patterns. I was wondering, is there some way to make a God's eye with a Diabolo and cause it to still work out? And there are two things that are important. The first, right, is that we make a design that is visually appealing. And the second is that it actually strings slip back into open position. So I'm going to teach you the first and most obvious God's eye that I thought that worked out, and many of them don't. So first of all, I'm going to begin with a dark side catch on my dominant side. Now, I am left-handed. If you are right-handed, it's going to be just like a mirror image. When I go left, you go left. When I go right, you go right. So I begin with a dark side catch on my dominant side. Then I take my non-dominant stick, I place it over to make a cross, and now I'm going to, with my thumb and forefinger, wrap around like this. So now I have this cross position. Now I'm going to, it can be oriented like this or like that, right? Now I'm going to take my side string for my side stick, okay, like this, oriented in this position. I'm going to go under, over, under, over. So under, over, under, over. And I'm kind of rocking my hand around as I go to make it easier. And now I'm going to go with this forward pointing stick. And I'm going to go in the same direction. I'm going to go under, over also. Under, over, under, and then over. It goes through this loop here. It gets a little tricky. And now I have this beautiful shape. It is a little bit abstract. It goes over here, but it's a God's eye, and I wanted to just give it a nice name. So it's the eye of the world, and then I can swing it back and forth, and I can put it up, raise it up and down, just for change the angle to show for presentation. This knot that I've got here, and really it looks like it's a knot. And I grab these two sticks like this, making sure to keep this one on this side, this one on that side, and it just slips right off the strings, and there we are back in open position. Now, if you wanted to do a trick combo into something like the star or the Fritz release, right, you could keep that, you could not do that dark side catch, and you'd wind up with a half wrap on the opposite side. So on your non-dominant side, you would wind up with a cross in the strings. Yeah, you could go out like that, or you could go into jet or some other trick that requires a dark side catch on that side. So there are many other combinations that work. As a general rule, if you're going under, over on your side stick, is a dominant side dark side catch. If you are going over under on the opposite stick, this is a general rule that I've observed. Going over under on the opposing stick, it winds up being a non-dominant side dark side catch. Right. So there are many different combinations, and I encourage you to try different figures, and you can get a little abstract with it. You can do string wrappings. It doesn't necessarily have to follow the pattern of over, under, over, under, or under, over, under, over. With those basic moves, you can make a few different, at least a few different God's eyes. I wonder how many there are. All right. Goodbye.